Hello, it is time to decode the ET Wealth newspaper, and I am Priyanka Bhatia from Women on Wealth. Today, the topic of discussion is, should you listen to your parents when it comes to investing and financial planning? Well, before I begin discussing this topic, let me share with you what I did. So I've been a saver all throughout my life. I was saving even that little pocket money, the cash gifts that I used to receive from my parents, family, extended family, grandparents, etc. And by the time I turned 18, I passed out of school, I had saved over 1 lakh rupees from all those cash gifts and pocket money and all the money I used to receive from here, there, everywhere, even the kanjak money. So I saved the money, and then by the time I passed out of college, I was 21, and my dad mentioned that I should invest in PPF, Public Provident Fund, and fixed deposits. I was earning a good salary. I mean, good in those days. I'm 37 today, so I'm talking about 16 years ago when I started earning well. It was decent, and I was saving money. I was also spending it on branded shoes, clothes, bags, and spas because I love spas. So I used to really spend money every weekend, every Saturday, which was an off for me. I remember going for a hair spa, and it used to cost quite a lot for the entire month. But then, yes, I did spend in those days really extensively. At the same time, I was saving money, and then my dad got me started on the fixed income investment instruments like PPF and fixed deposits. My brother, who is older to me, he joined my dad's business, and he also had similar investments. So what my dad was doing was a combination of these things: fixed income investment instruments like PPF and fixed deposits, and then there was gold that my mom was investing in form of gold jewelry and gold coins. And then there was my father's business in which a lot of money was invested, and there were properties. So traditionally, growing up, this is what I saw. Then, before I got out of college, before I started work and I had a salary, I think just in those 2 years at college, I saw my dad trying his hand at stock trading, and then he fell sick, right? He was undergoing a lot of health issues, and he fell sick. He was hospitalized, and then all that stock trading went for a toss. 2008 market crash, he lost money. By the time it was 2008, I also started investing in stocks. So, in between this, I noticed that I started with PPF and fixed deposit, but I could see that I wouldn't reach my financial goals with them. So I started with stock investing. Actually, I didn't start with stock investing. I started with stock trading. I didn't know there was something like stock investing. I knew there was stock trading where, there's a broker and you would trade your stocks on an everyday basis. And I started doing that. A broker was helping me, and 2008 market crash, my dad and we both lost money. There was only one difference. My dad never went back to the stock market. He just stuck around with the fixed income investment instruments like PPF, fixed deposits, and he kept investing in properties and business, his own business, which like I said, my brother has taken over now completely. So, this is what I've seen. But the only distinction I made was I persisted. I gave up on stock investing for a while, but because I was a seeker, I was looking for people who could support me, people who knew it, and I eventually bumped into people. Also I think I have an absolute supportive group of people around me because they keep connecting me with the right people who can make a significant difference at the stage where I stand at each time. And I got introduced to my mentors then. My stock investor mentor, my property mentor, my serial entrepreneur mentor, and more. So, and then my life changed because I realized that there was a step-by-step methodology to pick good quality stocks. And I learned the methodology, I used the methodology, and I started making money. I remember the first significant amount of money that I made was 70,000 rupees in 120 minutes. Way back. Yeah, many years ago, a decade ago. Yeah. So, that's the clear distinction between my dad's generation and mine. Most of them, they don't try their hands into stocks, mutual funds, etc. Those who did try a little adventurous one, like my dad, because they lost money in trading, there are bad stories to spread. But then, this also stops from my generation from entering in. But some seekers like me, they find the way, and in my generation, there are enough people trying their hands on different things, whether it's stocks or mutual funds. And now there are many new fads in the market. Well, I am yet not trying my hands on cryptocurrency, NFTs and other things, because like I said, I would like to invest in investment instruments that have a huge track record and there's good regulation around it. So this is part of my story. What is your story? Yeah, because we can decode the ET Wealth newspaper, but I think we will learn a lot more on this subject if all of us can start sharing our own stories. So could you please start sharing, what did your parents say? Did your parents advise you to invest in fixed deposits, PPF, buy a property because you're now married or wanting to get married, just invest in gold jewelry? Or I would change my language a little, not invest in gold jewelry, but buy gold jewelry. Did your parents invite you to jump into stocks, mutual funds? So go ahead, start sharing. Okay, I can see Kaveri saying something. Hi Sheetal, Kanika, Sharda, Usha, Prerna, Kaveri, Diksha, Ritu, Neelu, Maya. Yes, what we are seeking is actually seeking us. Absolutely, Ritu. Hi Rajeshwari, welcome. Ritika. Okay, Kaveri saying my dad was very different for someone who was born in pre-independence India. In that he understood that mutual funds and stocks were where wealth could be created. But he also understood that he didn't know how to study or know a good mutual fund or a stock from a bad one. So he was dependent on friends who did this for a living. Some worked and some didn't. I wish he had pushed me to learn it, but he never pushed anyone. If I had shown interest in it when he was alive, he would have been thrilled. Oh well, at least now. Sure, Kaveri, thank you for that. Heartwarming that it is. Ritika, your dad advised you LIC, FDs and gold. Got it. Ritu, mutual funds is okay for my parents, but stocks, they're still scared of. Tanvi, property. Rajeshwari, invest in FD, gold, life insurance and a home. Sharda, your parents had a belief in property and gold. Noor Jahan, your parents preferred LIC and FDs. Look at the common thread. Can you all see the common thread? Your generation, your parents' generation. Look at your parents. Yeah? All of you. And we are all of us, if you notice, we're all in our late 20s, 30s, 40s. This is the age group we're talking about here. All of us who are chatting are that age. So our parents are also around that age, okay, for all of us. Some a little older, some a little younger. Rajeshwari saying, my parents never stopped me from trying what I want to do. Sure, I think Rajeshwari, I can so connect with you. Even after my dad lost money, he didn't stop me from trying what I wanted to try. Yeah. Sangeeta, your parents, FDs, properties, LICs. Well, I should today also reveal to all of you that I had to invest in hiding. Okay, because I'm sure that if I would have told them then that I was still trying stock investing after losing my money and my dad losing his money, they would have not aligned with me. I think there were already a lot of issues with me being a rebel that I was, because they wanted me to get married while I was here trying to build a business. So that was another issue which was around. I was giving them business proposals and they were giving me marriage proposals, and we couldn't negotiate with each other really well. So yeah, there is that generation gap, there is that gap. And now, how do we take care of it? Yeah, how do we take care of it? Okay, let me see. Kaveri is saying, my mother is still unsure and afraid of investments. But she has confidence that I am learning this now and she's willing to trust me with her money, but she's scared of risk. Got it? Ritika? Yes, thank you so much. Ritu is saying, I've realized that it is good to be a rebel. Okay, I am yet to realize that. I don't know if that was right or wrong. Well, many of my mentors say there's nothing right or wrong. I did that my heart said. What I did, always I followed my heart. I did not follow the tradition of the world. And yeah, for me, I have always created my own path, but that was me. And then I started investing in stocks, mutual funds, and I must tell you guys, I did my business. Okay, I have tried 3 businesses before Women on Wealth. And Women on Wealth was the only one which succeeded like exceptionally well. But all the businesses that I did was in hiding because I knew my parents wouldn't get it. I had a job and I was very smart with my job because I took an 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. shift. And after that 4 p.m. shift, I would go and build the business. I would travel miles out of Delhi and build the business. So well, I have done that from age 21 until age 25. So I think 25 and a half or something, I started Women on Wealth. Today I'm 37. Yeah, so that's how the journey has been. 2010 was my last job. I did not tell my parents that I was leaving my job because I knew they would not be aligned. I wouldn't get good marriage proposals if I did that. So all of that was happening where I was. But yeah, I think I was just clear about one thing, that I wanted to create wealth. And today when I'm getting married to the love of my life. So everybody, if you don't know, I'm getting married on Saturday. And now that I'm getting married to the love of my life, I feel extremely fulfilled because I'm very well financially settled. And you know, I've done what I wanted to by this age. And I feel privileged to have lived my life the way I wanted to live and marry at an age that I wanted to marry. Well, it is, even according to me, a little late. I wanted to marry by 35. But yeah, I think it was meant to be like that, maybe, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. Nidhi is saying, my parents actually did not get a chance when I started earning, as I jumped myself into my own decision. But they've been investing silently on my behalf in LIC and some other insurance policies. Yes, Nidhi. I think all of our parents, they collect money for us. They put some money aside for us. My dad was a little different that way. By the time I started earning money, so after college, when I completed college, he said, now I'm stopping your pocket money. No pocket money for you at all. Find yourself a job, and if you don't find yourself a job, you don't have the money, so go ahead, do what you want. So I think he was very, very straightforward with me. By the time I was 21, I knew I had to earn my own money. So that was a real good one that my dad did with me. And today, you know, after I've made a lot of money with the multiplication of my stocks and the multiplication that I've did in my mutual funds and other investments, today, if you notice my parents, you will notice that they really are proud of me. So maybe I created my own path. They were not aligned to it earlier. Like I remember when I was doing what I was doing, at least from age 25 to age 30, there were a lot of issues between them and me. I was really trying my best to align them with me. They could see my point of view. At the same time, they were not in agreement with it. So we were aligning with each other. There were disagreements, but then I just persisted. I just followed my heart. I followed my own path. I broke out of all the traditional, things which were there in my family, extended family. People did say what they wanted to say. I must say that. But I just followed my heart, and I For every woman here whose parents are not aligned to you investing in mutual funds, stocks, or you doing your own business or anything, from my own story, what I want to tell you is it's okay. You can really follow your own heart and persist. And if you trust yourself, and you trust yourself enough that you're going to make something out of this, and you see a logic behind the investments you're doing, just persist is what I want to say. Because my personal success story with money and my personal life story with with all that I have done, I really see a point to it. We need to follow our heart. We need to follow our path. Yes, our parents, nobody can think for us the way our parents think. Nobody. I'm clear. Nobody can think for me the way my parents do. And they bless me at every point, no matter how nasty I am with them or how nasty I've been at some point with them. But yeah, that's what I wanna say, that please follow your heart. Your parents are going to give the best advice, but still, we are all operating from a bubble, and their generation has seen different aspects through which wealth could get created. Like my dad often shares, and I remember I as a child, I used to go to the post office with my dad, and he used to invest in National Savings Certificate. And I remember, and he also shares often, that after every 3 years, the money doubled then in NSCs, National Savings Certificate. But that's not the scene now. National Savings Certificate, they don't even help you beat inflation. You look at PPF, doesn't even help you beat inflation. So if we follow their advice, and if they've not evolved with times, it'll be difficult. Like with my dad now, I see, he's really evolved, because he saw me, making money in stocks. Of course, he's not seen that part of the struggling me, because I was, I took an office space and I worked from there. It's only in the Corona times, 2.5 years, that I've been completely working from home. And he really got an insight into how hard I work. But, all these things show up. And if you just follow your heart, you follow the modern methods, but logically, you can create a lot of wealth. And I'm a testimony of that. Rajeshwari is saying, if you were wrong, so much of fanfare, especially Women on Wealth, wouldn't be following you. Got that. You did an amazing job, Priyanka. You've achieved both business and marriage. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Sangeeta is saying, Priyanka, you transformed me totally. Thank you for sharing this. Maya is saying, so happy to hear this. Goosebumps. Wow. Okay, what's giving you goosebumps, Maya? I would love to know that, because I am waiting for Kerala to get impacted, because a leader like Maya is standing there for women getting educated, financially educated. Kaveri, you're so adorable and glowing, Priyanka. Okay, the glow of marriage, the glow of love. Maya, you're feeling so emotional. Thank you for sharing that. Rajeshwari saying, love your commitment. This Saturday is your wedding and you're doing the FB Live for all of us today. Isn't it? I'm committed to an extraordinary marriage, and I'm committed to you guys growing financially. And I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to put everything together. One of my mentors, I think I did a course, okay? I did a course in 2007 by Landmark Education. And in that course, I was taught one very big thing that transformed my life. And that was, never do, this or that. How can I do this and that? So if I need to take care of my parents, I do that. And if I need to take them to some, cousins or something, I do that. And I run Women on Wealth, and I support my team, and I support my community. And now I also get into an extraordinary marriage. So yeah, for me, it has always been this and that. How do I manage? How do I make it happen? How do I take it together? Kaveri is saying, talking about the failed businesses is so essential. Too many talk about what finally succeeded, but not about the failed businesses and attempts that got them there. Would love to have a candid conversation on the failures that helped me succeed. Please put it together. I will come, Kaveri. I am game for it. I have failed at 3 businesses before Women on Wealth, and I would just love and come and share. There's so many projects I still fail at. Can I tell you, a lot of projects within Women on Wealth that I still fail at. I would love that they they become successful. At the same time I fail. I am human and I have space for my humanity. Ritu is saying you're an inspiration, so fulfilled because you've given so much to the world. Abundance and blessings your way. From the core of my heart. Thank you so much, Ritu. Loads of love. Kaveri is saying she's doing her Women on Wealth group coaching session on her wedding day. Yes, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I am leading a session. It's critical. We can't leave our women out. We got to take everything together, like I said. True, Kaveri, it's important to pick oneself up and one emerge stronger in our own ways. Yes, inspiring commitment. Got that, Rajeshwari. Maya, yes. That would be an amazing topic for candid conversation. Tanvi saying, even I should learn this. I just give up in front of my mom. Since separation last year, I'm listening to myself. There are many challenges in the way, but I'm still following what I feel is right now. Yes, Tanvi. Also, Tanvi, thank you for opening up. This means the world to me, and I'm sending you all the love and togetherness. We're all standing together in this difficult time for you, with you. Tanvi, what I want to say is, our parents' generation, they've not seen, separation. I mean, things didn't work out among couples even then, but still they persisted. There were some aspects that worked in every relationship, some aspects that didn't work in every relationship. And my mom and everything, all women, they persisted. They were not working, most of them. And they just continued. Now we are in a different generation. We don't need to live that kind of a life, and we need to create a path where it's okay to part ways. So whatever brings in happiness, there's no point living together if you're not happy. And got it, if your mom and parents our age, they're not getting it right now, it's fine. It's okay. Can we build our lives? That's the thing. Ritika, inspiring. Maya, just hearing my story gave you goosebumps. Yes, there are many more details I will share one day. Ritu is saying important is one, to work hard, and second is to allow things to happen. That's an art. Yeah, I just love what you created, Ritu, going with the flow. I mean, creating your own stream, at the same time going with the flow. Ritu, you have failed thrice in businesses, got that. Tanvi, how did I come across transformational courses? I keep looking for them. I keep doing them even till today. If you're game, I can introduce you to one course, you get started. I don't get a commission to recommend the courses, but because I have benefited from them, I ongoingly recommend them. Hats off to you, Priyanka, being committed at both places. Yes, Avni, why not? Why not? And if I don't, I don't lead the path, how can I expect my Women on Wealth community members to do that? Only when I follow a certain path can I really inspire each one of you to follow it too. Rajeshwari, hence you get and achieve all that you wish for. More strength and abundance to you. Thank you, Rajeshwari, and to you and each one of you. Abundance, prosperity of all kinds. Kaveri, every successful business is built on the learnings of failures. Yes. And I fail each day till today. So everybody, what are you getting? What are you understanding? What are you learning? Ritu, you need to know the karma course that I said in one of the sessions. Which one was that? When you spoke no gossips and slander? Yes, I don't gossip at all. I also stay away from any family conversation where gossip begins. The moment gossip begins, I move out, and my immediate family knows that about me, that if I walk out means there's something which is really, really going off. Yeah, so I will introduce you to my karma teacher, and she's Natasha, and yes, she's taught me a lot around living my life and collecting good karmas as much as possible. Yes, Tanvi, you don't gossip, you don't watch serials. Love that. I don't even watch television. It's like that. I want to really feed my mind with stuff that supports my growth. Sure, Ritu will send you the link. You know, one of my mentors once said, either you can educate yourself, Priyanka, or you can entertain yourself. What do you want to do? Do you want to entertain or do you want to educate? And that day, I stopped watching television. I just gave up on it completely. Now I watch television, it's like once a month or something. I don't know how it will be after marriage. Let's see if my husband loves it. Sure, Lara, please connect with me. Absolutely. Ritika, what you're taking back is go for your vision and stay focused. Yes. No TV for Tanvi. Rajeshwari saying, I learned that I'm blessed to be surrounded by such wonderful and inspiring women. Sure, Avni, will give you the link. Sharda is saying, inspirational, more power to our community. Yes, let's bring it in. Power, because, you know, we have a lifetime of goals, you know, coming up, and we need to be together in this journey forever to really be up and acing our game. Kaveri, if you don't have something good to say about someone, don't say anything. Yeah. Usha, doing things with this and that mindset. Yes, this and that mindset. Not this or that. That's your takeaway, Usha. Got it. Nurjahan, good one. Loved it. Entertain or educate. What do you want to do? Kaveri, we got rid of our TV set in 2018 and we are so happy. Got that. So everybody, if you benefited from this video, can I invite you to share it? You can share it on your timeline, on your story, in WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, any place where you think this can really support, okay? Anyone that you feel this can really support, please pass it on. Our intention is that we create 50 lakh financially educated women by 2030. Can you come in, join hands with us in causing this? So please type in shared if you're sharing the video, if you have shared the video already, because that support is what we definitely need from our community. Let's spread the word. Let's really create a new world for women where women are seen as financially conscious, wealthy people. Usha, thank you for sharing the video. Awesome. Who else is coming in? Lara is saying, Priyanka, tell us about your meeting your husband. Would love to hear that. Wish you the very best. Well, Lara, my husband and I, we've been friends for the last 12 years. We met back in 2010 when I was still in a job. I was like fag end of my job. I was just quitting. He's an ace at properties. He's one of like the person I talk about as my property investor mentor. He's that. He taught me all about properties. We've been friends for a very, very long time, and he was always wanting to get married, but I was the one who was always unsure. So I just kept saying no, 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 and I kept meeting other people thinking that somebody will show up. Nobody showed up. He was the one who was still persisting, and he was clear that either I will get married to you or I will not get married at all. So hats off to his persistence, and I gave in. In the late 2021, and then I introduced him to my parents, my brother, and then they had many, many family meetings, and yeah, there are a lot of differences between him and me. He and I are complete opposites. Our families are complete opposites, but then they all aligned with each other, because I was clear that if the families don't align with each other, I am not getting into a marriage. So he really supported, I really supported. My brother played a very, very major role in my marriage. I would like to say that. And yes, here we are going into a whole new phase of our lives, beginning a new life of togetherness and love. And yeah, what I would like to say is marriage or a relationship is not my destination. Yes, we are fellow travelers, and I'm happy to have a fellow traveler with me in this journey to making larger contribution in the world and making a bigger difference. So yeah, happy to have him with me in impacting you, each one of you. Rajeshwari, Kaveri, thank you for sharing the video. What an absolute privilege having you guys standing with us. Rajeshwari, he already showed his commitment. Yes, he's Yeah, he's one hell of a person I have ever met who is so committed to me. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Yes, so we're doing a Women on Wealth reception, okay, a reception bash to kind of, yeah, just celebrating our love and togetherness, Rajesh and I, and we're doing it on the 30th of April. Everybody is invited to join in. A form has been floated in the Women on Wealth groups, Money Jimmers groups and the Stock Investors group. So you're welcome to join in. Accommodation for one day of the 30th of April is on me. The party is on me. You just have to come. So make it happen. Join in. I would love to see each one of you. Avni Nidhi, thank you for sharing the video. Kaveri is saying friendship is the best every basis for a marriage. It endures most. Sure. Ritu is saying so beautiful as you regarding him as a fellow traveler. It creates so much of space for each other. Thank you so much, Ritu. Loads of love, everyone. Blessings and abundance your way. Love and togetherness your way. I now see you on Thursday yet again for my Investment Mastery series. Loads of love. Take charge. Stay safe. Bye-bye.